Hey everyone, welcome back to What Do You Watch? I'm Kovacevich, and today is my Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 4 reaction video. Before I dive into the meat of this video, I just wanted to mention that Tyrion and Ser Jorah are going to see Daenerys. That's been confirmed. I mean, it was pretty obvious that he was not going to take him to Cersei last episode, but now we get it confirmed. The first really big plot point I want to mention is really this. There's a lot of plans this episode that we start to kind of see unfold, and one of those is Cersei's plan. So first she starts off by sending Lord Tyrell over to the Iron Bank with everyone's favorite asshole, Ser Meryn. Then she gives the High Sparrow some power. She arms him. She gives him an army, the Faith Militant, which was an army back in the day and then got reinstated now. She also hints to the High Sparrow that there's a sinner in their midst. And it's pretty obvious to me, based on the promo from last week, I kind of had this figured out. It's Loras Tyrell. So they're arresting him for being gay, which, you know, in the Game of Thrones world is not really that acceptable, even though it happens often. So while this makes things a lot better for Cersei, it makes things quite difficult for her son. So Tommen's weak, Tommen's young. He's a little bit older in the show, but in the books, he's just a toddler, he's just a little kid. So now he has to try to please his wife, whose brother is now in jail, whose father is gone away, so he can't really help. But the High Sparrow has power with the Faith Militant, and he's not able to get an audience with the High Sparrow to try to convince him to let Loras go. Also, this is causing a problem for Cersei as well, because if they find out that Tommen's a bastard, they find out that Cersei had incest multiple times with her brother, and that all three of her kids are actually born of her brother and her instead of former king. That's not going to go over very well. This plan of hers could really backfire if they do find that out. Now things are getting a little bit interesting at the Wall. Melisandre is trying to convince Jon Snow to come with them to Winterfell and win back Winterfell for them, and then essentially most likely become Jon Stark. Now she also tries to make a smoke baby with him. I mean, this is at least what's hinted. She mentions shadows. Either way, she's trying to seduce him. And Jon resists, which is difficult because he's into redheads, but he does resist. Which rejuvenates one of the best lines in the series, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." On to Littlefinger's plan. So it looks like Littlefinger is playing more sides than we thought. He's actually going to try to back Stannis when Stannis comes and tries to take Winterfell. Now this is going to be difficult because he's going to be in King's Landing with Cersei, so he's playing three sides right now. The Boltons, the Lannisters, and the Baratheons. Might not work out for him, but he is a clever asshole. Now we get into the action of the episode. So the first big fight that really stood out was Sir Jaime and Bronn against the random guys in Dorne. So, needless to say, Jaime's struggling. He's having a hard time. Bronn, no problem. Kills three of them, no big deal. But Jaime does learn something, and which is something that I've been shocked that he hasn't realized before. That he can use his metal hand. He uses it as defense. It's an accident really, but he blocks the sword. What I'm hoping happens eventually is that he gets a blade on that mother, you know, and he starts cutting people down with his right hand, and then also with the sword. I think that'd be pretty badass. Now, we also meet the Sand Snakes, which are the daughters of Oberyn Martell, bastard daughters of Oberyn Martell, and their plan is actually to go and try to get Myrcella to use her as leverage so they can try to start a war against the Seven Kingdoms. Now, Bronn and Jaime are also going to find Myrcella, so I think that's going to be a very interesting fight eventually in this season. Not everybody's going to live. The next big fight and kind of the final sequence of the episode happens in Meereen, when the Sons of the Harpy start just to go apeshit. And they lure Grey Worm and his little squad into a corner, and they get attacked from both sides. And Grey Worm is kicking ass. He's killing people left and right. He does get knocked down a little early, but who comes to save the day? Sir Barristan Selmy. And he comes in, and then this man is old, but he is amazing, doing a great job. But then at the very end, it looks like he's screwed. He gets stabbed a couple times, and then he's about to have his throat slit, but then Grey Worm kills the last guy for him. But are they alive? I'm pretty sure they are, because we've seen it in a trailer, and I'm pretty sure it's in the next promo, which I actually haven't watched yet. But I can't wait to see them fight again. I hope they're both alive. I hope they don't die from their wounds or anything like that. I hope they don't go out like Khal Drogo and end up getting an infection. needless to say, I can't wait for the next episode. I want to figure out what's happening. There's a lot of stories that are really starting to get interesting, really starting to dive off and kind of like find their footing, and we're just getting me really excited about what we have in store coming down the road. We're about halfway through the season. We all know episode 9, which is still a few weeks off, but episode 9, the second to last episode, is usually a crazy episode. There's usually a lot of crazy shit that happens in episode 5 as well, which is next week. So I can't wait. And also, I'm really happy that we're done with the cheating. Okay? Only the first 4 episodes leaked. This was the 4th episode. No more cheaters out there spoiling shit for everybody else, except the book readers, of course. But the book is so much different now at this point. So, no more cheating. Alright guys, that's all I got for you this week. Thank you for watching. As always, I'm Michael Kovacevich. Be sure to go over to whatdowyoutwatch.com to get all our content. Like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you thought of the episode if you actually are watching this video. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know, do you like the storylines I'm talking about? Do you think I missed something? Do you want me to go over something else? Are there more fan theories you want to go over? Because, I mean, I've heard most of them. So, you know, R plus J equals L. Do you want to discuss that more? I know I do, because it looks like it might be true. Anyway, till next time, have a good day.